Our special angles lesson, and we are going to be doing central and inscribed just for today, and then the next day we'll do inside and outside. So let's start with central. We kind of already seen these angles in the previous notes. These are angles in our circle that are at the center. So the vertex for your angle is at the center of the circle. Okay, and we should be familiar with angles, but I am going to be using color. So if you can stick to 3 colors for these notes, actually for this note, it's only 2 colors. We're going to be using 2 colors, one for your arc and one for your angle. So starting with vertex at the center, like I said, we already saw these angles before. So our angle is at the center. So that is here, okay? So use your highlighter. And then our arc is here, okay? And the relationship we learned when we saw this was that the angle is equal to the measure of the arc, okay? Now, like I said, we learned this already, so we go to this example at the bottom here. My vertex is at the center, so I'm just going to write that. Oops, sorry. I'm not going to write that. I'm going to write the equation, so let me copy it. So copy and then bring it to this first example right here. Okay, so I know that the angle equals the arc. So what are they asking for? They're asking for arc AC first, so that's here. Okay, so if my arc is there, but my angle is at the center and it's 123, what's the measure of the arc? Well, they're the same. So the arc is 123 degrees. So these are equal, okay? The next one is arc BC. So I'm going to switch colors. BC, and that's here. We saw these last week again. We should know that half of a circle is how much? 180. And so if this section is 123, then I can find this section by subtracting from 180. So that arc would be 57 degrees right here. Okay. All right. And that's it for central angles. All right. The next one is inscribed. So inscribed is when my vertex is on the circle. What does that mean? It literally is on the circle, on the outer edge of the circle, not inside, on the circle. So it's on this edge. Okay, so I'm going to highlight the angle. So when your vertex is there, your angle is here, this section, and my arc that it creates is actually out here. In between that angle is the arc. So I'm not looking at this part of it, I'm looking here, okay? Now, this formula says that 2 times your angle is equal to your arc, okay? 2 times your angle is equal to the arc. Now, there's different pieces in this formula, and that's why I'm using different colors. We have the angle, and we have the arc. And then we have this multiplication of 2 happening here. So let's use this formula to do the example for this angle when it's inscribed. Okay. I'm going to keep using highlighters because this is the first day we're learning this. So here's my angle. It's on the circle. I can see it there. So there's your angle. And then my arc is here. All right. And so what are they asking for? They're asking for angle Y, XZ. So I know what my arc measure is, but I want to find my angle. So the red, what I have here in red. Okay, so let's follow our formula like a recipe. Let's plug in the values that we know. So the 2 is just there, part of the formula. Do I know what my angle is? No, that's the one I'm looking for. So what letter do we use when we don't know the value? We use X. So 2X equals, and then how much is your arc measure? It's 90. Okay. And so now it's just solving for X here. So how do you cancel multiplication? You divide. Keep it balanced on both sides. So X equals 45. Okay, which is your angle. So this angle is 45 degrees. Okay. All right. And that is how you use the formula for when your angle is on your circle. The vertex is on the circle. All right, so you have 2 examples on the back that I want you to try. Okay, once you finish these 2, then you can watch my next video to see if you got those right. And there is a delta math, okay? Have a good day.